Dollar. Dirt on money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. The boys RDC just dropped. We're gonna go ahead and hop into this skit, man. See what they got cooked up for us today. It's called The First Person to Make a Podcast. Mm-hmm. Who's the first person you know that was out here with a podcast that you can remember? Like, oh, it was a podcast.
That's a good question.
Like the first time you ever heard of the term like podcast. Like this person's podcasting.
That is a good question.
Because I remember podcasting when it was only audio and not visual.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know how they, let me say this, you know how they categorize, like, Breakfast Club as a podcast? I'm like, that's a radio station. It's not a podcast. Or even they try to say, like, Carisha joined as a podcast. I don't look at that as a podcast. It's like a television show.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a talk show. Like a wannabe talk show.
I know I started listening to podcasts, like really listening to podcasts back when I was like in college. That's when I really got into podcasts, listening to them. But I don't remember the first person though.
Because my thing is, when I first heard about podcasts, I thought it was just people, you know what I'm saying, venting and talking and speaking on subjects from their own point of view, not interviewing. I do this like the full interview concept of podcasting because that's not what it originally lane for, and it merged into that. So I do respect it. Yeah. It's just not like one of my go-to. But first time I really heard about podcasts was back Tax Stone, Joe Budden. Those are the first like podcasters. I'm like, oh, Joe got a podcast? Like, what's that? Yeah. But Tax Stone's one of the first ones though. Okay. But he locked up though. He ain't gonna have a podcast no more. But hey, with that being said, before you get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visual,
like it with a thumbs up.
Hey, man. We on the road to 300K, man. We're trying to get there by that what?
By the end of the year.
So we need all y'all who are new, who are returning and haven't already. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for us, man. Tune into the crew. You already know what to do. But you see Talk 2?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Let's go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Almost finished. I think I'll call it podcast. Yeah. I'll express all my feelings and my thoughts. I'll get a partner and we just like bounce all of our, random opinions back and forth. I could bring guests in. How do I distribute it? I could, people listen on the way to work. I put it on the internet. And a lot of people will be able to listen to it.
Please. Please don't do this.
How'd you get here?
I'm from the future. And in the future, this podcast you're making is gonna ruin everything. Everybody will be sharing their opinions on everything. Smart people, dumb people. We won't be able to tell who's smart anymore. They'll share their opinion anyway. Facts will cease to exist. And there will be men talking about their high-value men. There will be women saying their high-value women. And everybody's relationship guru. And 50-50. I know. Who's going to go 50-50? Should I go 50-50? Should I? It's gas. Please, I'm begging you. Don't do this. It'll mess up the black community the most. And you're black. I'm black. Okay? Just stop.
So
don't make this.
So what you're telling me is I'm gonna be rich.
That's all black people know.
You ain't heard a word.
You ain't heard a word. You ain't heard like all they think about. I'm gonna be rich. I can get some money out of it. Right. Shit, let me see if I can talk on. Yeah.
The devil. Everybody thinks they're a sport. They ain't never played sport a day in their life. Politics. It ain't even graduated. That's not my problem. I've been broke my whole life. Niggas some make smart decisions. Now hold yourself accountable. Your kids is gonna have to live through this. I hope you know what you're doing.
Fuck those kids.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, world. I failed you.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yo, bro, what's good? Nah, chilling. Hey, you trying to put this podcast with me? Nah, it's this thing where we just like talk to each other, in front of the camera. We just, talk about all your opinions and stuff, relationship advice that you've been through. Yeah, how value and stuff you told me about. Yeah.
Man.
That's crazy. But it's truth, though.
That is so
It's true. That's what podcast, bruh. And I'll say this. I'm gonna be honest. We talked about it before. We talked about starting up a podcast, and when I brought it up, she was like, we thought about it. We was like, yeah, we could, and then we really sat down and like ponder on it, and we was like, nah, because we were gonna try to do like, we thought about, all right, well, we can talk about relationships. Nah, because I prefer to keep my relationship, what I go through, like, we keep that off the internet. And so, you know what I'm saying? We thought about doing, like, just talk about what's going on in the world. But everybody and their mama want to do that. And it's just like, all right, I'm cool and happy with doing what we do.
Yeah.
I ain't got to do what other people, like, it's just already too many people trying to do that. And it's oversaturated, bro. The market is very oversaturated. And like they said, everybody feels as though they have room to voice their opinion or have an opinion on something. And half of them don't even know what the hell they talking about or what they stance is on certain things, especially when it comes down to politics. That's why I be saying, that's the reason why I always say the internet was a gift and a curse. Mm-hmm. It was a gift because it gave an outlet to those who probably could work in certain spaces, especially social media. Yeah. But for those who could work in certain spaces but couldn't get the outlet to get into those certain spaces, so they was able to find a different route into it. But now everybody wanted, and I'm like, what makes you qualify? Well, what makes this person qualify? Well, this person got a degree in it. They educated behind it. They got some type of experience. So what makes you? And
sometimes don't even get the respect that's,
True. The ones that actually educated behind it and the ones that actually have the knowledge and verbiage to be able to speak on it, y'all refuse to listen to them. But y'all would give credit to somebody who they came from nothing. They started from nothing. They came up. They still don't know what the hell they talking about.
They just be talking at their ass.
They just sound like your cousin, so you tune into them.
Yep.
And that's all it be, man. It's like, we got really, like, especially in the black community. I don't know about nobody else's community because I'm not a part of it and I can't speak on it because it's not my day of life, but I can speak on my community. And my community, bro, we need to, it's a lot of them, bro. And everybody wants to talk on the same topic, man. Yeah. Everybody want to think they're alpha male nowadays just because you got a little money, but you have nothing to bring to the table as far as being an alpha male besides financial. I'm like, bro, it's a whole, because I be listening to podcasts and I be saying, these folks are dumb. And then I listen to she be like, yeah, that was dumb.
Very much so.
And you like, and then you hear them, you be like, yeah, y'all sound about stupid.
Who, what?
And then you be like, hi. And then you look at people, and you be like, bruh.
People taking their advice? No. Y'all can have it.
That's sad, bro. But hey, if you want to do it, do you?
Facts.
That's all I can say. But hey, y'all spam us up in the comments, man. Let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are. We out.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar,